more can I say?
Top Billin.
Yo, Top Billin to ya. Top Billin coming at you after the Florida USCe East game, right? So, hey, a little post-game film study here. Try to get into some of the stuff that I saw. Maybe come back later in the week and get a little bit more in detail on certain aspects that I think Florida could improve on, or stuff that they're doing that's just phenomenal that I want to highlight, right? So, all right, so another victory, right? 38-24, something like that. Much better defensive performance, albeit against a different style of team. So each week brings about different circumstances and different opportunities to show yourself, of course. Ole Miss being, I maintain, one of the more elite offensive personnel. And if you go by the actual players on the team and then the coaching staff, Ole Miss is going to give a lot of people fits, just like it did last year on the offensive side of the ball. It did it against LSU, ran up and down the field on them, did the same thing to Alabama and everything like that. So it is what it is there. South Carolina, on the other hand, is one of these teams where when you look at the draft here over the next 2 or 3 drafts, you're like, damn, they had that many early round draft picks on the defensive side of the ball. So I was expecting a different offensive performance from Florida. But, man, you got more of the same, right? So if you try to lay that on Ole Miss being not that good of a defensive team, although it has some pretty decent defensive personnel, but nothing like South Carolina, Florida was still able to do what it had to do, especially in the first half. Now, we got to talk a little bit about complacency for Florida. I think when Florida gets up on these teams, man, they start smelling themselves, and it looks like they let off the gas a little bit, right? It was a little bit of a weird performance. It was a different defensive performance for the fact that, man, it was a ton of zone being played, right? So for all you third and Grantham people and all this shit like that, I cannot stand y'all, right? There's no way you play the lick of football ever if I hear anybody ever say the damn phrase third and Grantham. Anybody who played ball knows that if it's third down and your coach wants you to blitz, you get happy as shit, bro. I remember they would call this shit when I played called avalanche. And every time they would call that shit, bro, we would get giddy like little schoolgirls giggling and shit like that, because that's how you make it fun for your players, right? What's not fun is playing zone, and to me, and being unable to defend the middle of the field like I feel Florida couldn't really do against South Carolina, or they couldn't get off the field on third downs, right? Still held them to 24 points, something just like 300 yards of offense. So it was a good defensive performance, but it could have been much better, in my opinion. But that's what you do, right? Survive and advance, continue to grow on defense. That offense is lights out. You can see the personnel is nasty and all that jazz there, but let's get to a little bit of it right here. So I hear your man go right here. I know you guys want to see some of this offensive stuff. I want to show a little bit more of the defensive stuff, but anytime I can get some of these ISOs here, you know I got to do it, because that's what that's what we do here, baby. So you got an ISO with your man Checkmate, right? Kyle Pitts, anywhere you put him, Checkmate. Going against a potentially a first-round draft pick in Joe Horn Jr. here, right? J.C. Horn. And check this out right here, man. Look at him. Done. Cooked him, right? This is your tight end. This guy's a top 5 draft pick. He's a weapon like that. If you see what Darren Waller and these guys are doing in the NFL, I don't know if you let him get out of the top 5. I can see him, you know what I'm saying, with the quarterbacks and stuff. Definitely not out of the top 10, though. But look, all right, here, vary your rhythm step. J.C. Horn definitely doesn't want to get hands-on, man, with this big-ass dude, right? So, boom, vary the rhythm, take an outside approach. Now, look at him get skinny right there. It's almost like a defensive lineman trying, or an edge player, or a interior defensive lineman, anybody right there trying to get skinny and give you less surface area to grab, because you know that's what people are going to want to do to him. You can see it right here. That's a grab. He's not even trying to reposition himself by using proper technique. He pulls the ripcord because it's Checkmate right there, right? So now Kyle Pitts tracking, Joe Horn pulling the ripcord, J.C. Horn, I'm sorry, pulling the ripcord, and then boom, reposition yourself just subtly, right? Not even really a push-off. Just kind of one of them, like one of them white chocolate passes from back in the day, right? Your boy who's played with the Miami Heat. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying, boom, flip him off right there, reposition yourself, too damn big, show him the numbers, can't deal with it. Checkmate. That's going against a first-round corner, in my opinion. That ain't a weapon to have. Who can stop that? Honestly, don't think anybody in college football can stop that right now. Maybe Micah Parsons, and he ain't playing. I don't think he could stop it either, right? He may be able to do something against him, but anybody else, man, you're at his mercy. Lord have mercy. All right. One more again right here, going against a guy on the other side who I think is a first-round draft pick. South Carolina blessed with 3 defensive backs who I believe are first-round or potentially first-round draft picks. This guy right here, Israel Mukuamu, if I were to pick somebody who I would want to go against Kyle Pitts, it would be him. He's 6'4", 205 pounds. He's got the length at the very least, pause, and be able to combat it like that. But check this out. It don't matter. Look at this. Come on, man. Left that man grasping that air. Hit him with a baby muscle relaxer, right? Muscle relaxed his long ass. Muscle relaxed him. Hit him once again, right? Varying your approach. Makes it look like it's going to be some type of vertical fade or something like that. Stick that foot in the ground. Mukuamu used to dealing with little ass receivers and still couldn't get a hand on this big ass dude. Look at that. Reach out and touch someone. Now look, just come on, man. Look at the social distance being practiced. That's what that was. I forgot. I'm sorry. Right? We're in some trying times here, right? Kyle Pitts doesn't have a mask on. Your man wants to socially distance himself from Kyle Pitts, and he's doing a damn good job of it, right? What is it, 6 feet? Easily 6 feet. Come on, man. Damn, Pitts with the bobble a little bit and still able to corral that. Come on, man. This guy is nasty. All right, so people are going to put the focus on Kyle Pitts, and rightfully so. He's the superstar. He's going to grab a lion's share of the attention, right? So with that being said, if you think it's just him, man, you're sniffing ants, right? You on glue. You're getting glued to your brain because these guys are absolutely loaded. On any given Saturday, they have a myriad of people who can go for 100 yards and a few touchdowns easily, right? The guy who's emerging as a potential superstar long overdue would be this cat right here, Kadarius Toney. We'll go ahead and diagram this out right here, right? Going to have a stop route on the outside. I believe that's Trayvon Grimes, freak. You got my boy Jumping Jake here, Jacob Copeland. I believe he might be getting vert or something like that. And then you're going to have an out route up here, Naquan Wright in the game, the running back, Kyle Pitts getting vert on the outside. But this is where the sauce is made. Look at this route by Kadarius Toney going against R.J. Roderick, right? So you get to match these guys up, right? Spreading them out, working on the inside here, going against favorable matchups. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Look at that route. That's nasty, right? I didn't want to give Kadarius Toney any type of attention in the offseason. I said he needed to improve his game. He has done that. Oh, now he looks like a real receiver. Before he looked like just a gadget guy. Look at this muscle relaxer. Come on, R.J. Roderick. He'll sleep good tonight because his ass got muscle relaxed. Of course, Kyle Trask put it where it has to be. You can't deal with the Trask in hand. Now look at this. This is what makes him special to me. Everybody's talking about the breakaway speed. I don't think he has that good a breakaway speed. It's pretty decent. But he has this. The ability to break tackles. Look at that. The dude is just a tackle breaking machine, man. In fact, let's go a little closer on the tackle breaking. All right, check this out. With the improved route running and the stuff that he has as far as the balance and everything, check this out. How many convergent defenders there? 4? 4 convergent, 5, right? Mukuamu coming in. Somebody got their hand on the ball right here. Balance is too much. Strong through the core. Able to break tackles. Definitely ain't going to get him with no shoulder tackle. Tell me that's not like a Jamar Chase. Chase is another one of these cats around. I don't know, what's Kadarius Toney? Probably about 6 feet, 5'11" or something like that. Jamar Chase is that. Over 200-something pounds. Former running back, got running back in the background type stuff right there. Very much a similar weapon right there. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this offense is kind of giving me the vibe of a 2019 LSU. I said it on the last one. All right, now check this out. This is scary from the standpoint is they just rotating in personnel. Whole nother group of receivers here. Freshman Xavier Henderson, 5-star transfer from Penn State, Justin Shorter, and then you have redshirt freshman right here, Trent Whittemore. So think about that. And they're still able to get the job done, still have Kyle Pitts right here, Mr. Checkmate himself there. So going to have kind of an inside fade right here. Going to have rub action going on right here. Whoa, pause and all that. Shorter using his big body right there. And then I think he just got curl route or something like that by Xavier Henderson. But the play by Whittemore here, man. I like this kid. Look at him. What, he about 6'3", 6'4"? Go up and get it, young man. Didn't even have to on this one, right? He had one earlier. But look at that, man. They just playing the game. Your boy, what do I call him? The hacker. Dan Mullen just hacking into your defenses, using all the personnel that he has there. Easy peasy for your man, Kyle Trask. All right, so this is the one where Whittemore had to go up and get it. So check out the 3-man route combination right here. We have Naquan Wright here widening the defense on a potential swing. So you're going to get an over route from Whitmore here, and then you're going to have Xavier. Yeah, you're going to have Xavier Henderson here on a wheel route. He's getting wheel. Then I believe Porter's outside, right, on a numbers grip, and he's going to be running a deep dig. So you're pretty much almost flooding the side of the field here. But look at Whittemore's athleticism, being able to go up and get it. Shout outs to the offensive line, too. So this is one of the games where I want to see some stuff because these guys are loaded with guys like freaking Aaron Sterling's on here and Zach Pickens and people like that. So these guys have the goods to be able to go after and get it. Almost had a breach here by Gene DeLance. Gene, Mr. Turnstile DeLance. I'm not going to break that out yet until he shows me that he needs to be called that this year. But Kyle Trask being a pocket wizard. People always talk about being mobile and everything. This is where you need to be mobile. Right here inside this pocket, get the ball to your wealth of receivers off of his back foot. Throw it up. Looks like it's going to be interception because it's Israel Mukwamo's big tall ass there. Look at Whittemore. Go up and get it over him. Come on, man. They're just bringing guys up off the bench, freshman dudes. These guys are going to be lit for a long time coming. Not to mention they got DeMarcus Bowman on the transfer, right, from Clemson. Went to Florida where he probably should have gone originally anyway, at least where I thought he was going to go. But, hey, it is what it is, right? You get it right the second time. So that's going to be nasty in the future as well. And we can get to some of the run game stuff here. I might do that on the back end. Or I might do that on another article or another content piece, though. We'll see. All right, so I love this one right here. It shows me that my man – the hacker has been watching some NFL because I've seen this particular play ad nauseum from both the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams, two of the guys that have Coach Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, and then Sean McVay, guys out of that West Coast scheme here. So going to have kind of split flow action going on, just giving these guys a lot to think about here with people going in different directions. Going to be pulling Richard Garage here, who's just going to pull to death and act kind of as a personal protector for Kyle Trask, who's coming on a bootleg here. He could have had Naquan Wright, right, shooting like a screaming bullet here, right? He was open right away. And then you have these guys back together again, right? Whittemore, Shorter, Kyle Pitts, and then Xavier Henderson here. Xavier Henderson caught him in man-to-man. He's on a drive route. And Pitts with the split flow action coming back across here. And then you have a potential out route by Shorter, then almost like a sell route by Whittemore there. So if you can see the arrows here, everybody's going in 50 different directions here. Just causes a conflict of assignment from the defense, and it really messes with your eye discipline. Boom, right there. Everybody's going to go right there because you can see a pulling guard, and you see Trask. You know that he can run a little bit. But look, split flow action, boom. But if you see right here, Naquan Wright was already open. He could have just hit Naquan Wright. So there's a couple of pieces to this right here. You see, watch Naquan here. Right away, it's already a breach because Mukwamu voided to run with Henderson. He's already open. He could have just led him, but he waited for Kyle Pitts to get open. Trask to Pitts. Boom. Can't deal with the Trask at hand. All right, now check this out. Speaking of the Trask at hand, being able to use him out on the perimeter and use his legs, right? He's not a great athlete by any stretch of the imagination. He's just a willing runner, and he's a powerful kid that you can use in this aspect. So this particular sprint option, it's got some stuff to it, right? It's got some hackerness to it. It's almost like a counter sprint option. You see Naquan Wright, he originally comes inside here like he's going to take a handoff, and then they get the option off of the edge defender here, and then put him in a conflict of assignment or a conflict of deployment as well. So check this out. Look at that. You see that? Just that subtlety. That's what the hacker does. What does that do for your discipline right there? That makes him cheat up. So Jones starts to cheat up there. Now he's in a conflict of assignment and a conflict of deployment. You option off of the overhang defender here. That's hard. All right, this is going to have to be the last one right here. I always get a little too excited when I'm working with my man, Dan the Hacker Mullen, and looking at his offense. So I want to come back later on in the week and show you some of the stuff that I liked on the defense and some of the stuff that I absolutely despise. So you got Kadarius Toney right back at a running back spot here. Him and Damian Pierce on the field at the same time. It's like having two running backs. And you see here, you're going to have what's going to amount to a counter H. So you're going to have a cross formation block by Checkmate Kyle Pitts here, but this is blocked kind of weird. You have what almost is like a crack from Trayvon Grimes here, but this could be blocked a little bit differently. So you're going to have counter action from Kadarius Toney to try to get to the outside. This is what really messes it up. Richard Garage here, not sure what he did, but he got made skinny right away. And you got jet action here from, it looks like jumping Jake Copeland here, but this is how I would have diagrammed this out. If you got Copeland coming this way, he could hit the first thing smoking on the edge. So he would get him, and then you would have Trayvon Grimes climb up to the second level to get any type of field defender there. And, of course, you still have Kyle Pitts coming around here to seal off the edges, too. It would work a little bit better that way, but this looks too, like, discombobulated. And, look, the guy who Trayvon Grimes was blocking ended up making the tackle anyway, even though he got his stool softened. He ain't even looking, and Trayvon Grimes mauled his ass. Look, pow! Soften his stool a little bit there. He'll be real good on the toilet tonight. But listen, with Kyle Pitts coming around right here, if he could have blocked him, then my man gets out on the edges there because you got Copeland climbing up to get the second level defender here. But no bueno there. So I want to see them run that again and kind of adjust the blocking scheme there. But it's Dan Mullen, so who am I to tell Dan Mullen what to do with anything? I've been a fan of that guy since way back in the Utah days. He is one of my absolute favorite, and he should be called perhaps the best mind in the SEC. Look how balanced they still are, even without it being the way that you normally would see a Dan Mullen offense ran. So a lot of tools in the toolbox for Dan Mullen there. But we got to check back on the other side of the ball and see what's going on there. Some good stuff happened on the line of scrimmage. Some of the guys like Brenton Cox showing out like a mug, right? Brenton Cox looks like hell on wheels. So excited for that cat and some of these other guys as well. So check back with me a little bit later on in the week. Wanted to get something out for you guys right here on that right there. It's your boy Murph, the Underground King. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.